Hey everybody, welcome back to Scourge of Armagon. This is HIP 2M3, the Catacombs. And let us get started, shall we? Ooh, lazy beam. I've been missing this thing. Don't you steal my lazy beam. Yeah, there's a lot of these motherfuckers. Okay. Still going. Still going. I don't want to use all my cells, so we're just gonna have to deal with this. So, that was 8. Felt like more than 8 kills. Oh, Quake. Oh. I was kind of hoping that would be a little bit more, let's say, explosive than that. It's still following me, isn't it? I hate those things. Anyway, do have red armor up there. I actually think I could slope jump up to that, maybe. Oh. 2 of you. Easy enough to deal with. Kind of an ineffectual enemy at this range, but... oof. I almost fat-fingered the back button, which would have been hilarious. Maybe I don't need to slope jump to it. Just a thought. Alright, cool. So, do I want to grab that yet? I don't think so. I still have 110 yellow armor, which is not too shabby, I gotta say. No. You know steel rocket launcher. Bastards. Right, anyway. Who's behind me? Why are you there? Why are you there? Because he wants to be, I guess. Holy! I did not expect that fiend to be able to make that jump. That was actually pretty damn good. I do see those cells up there. Just want to do a quick, I don't know about this. I'm, kind of enjoying this so far, because it's making me feel uncertain, and I kind of like that. Keep going. Kind of seems like I've reached the limit. There we go. Alright, cool. Anywho. Over. Yep, there we go. I don't know about that invuln. I don't know if I want to use it yet. I want... oh. So, cell heavy level, I'm guessing? Whoa, hi! Dude's just chilling there. Of course the gremlin stole my lightning gun. Well, it doesn't matter because I have other zappy beams. Alright, where's that fiend? Probably behind me, if I had to guess. No? Okay. Yeah, I guess it did seem kind of... oh! You know, if the pathfinding worked, that could have been nasty, but it didn't, so it wasn't. 4. Die. Oh, cool. Kill the gatekeeper and the gate just opens. That is a bizarre dead man switch when you think about it. So, normally, you know, you'd want that to be some sort of, like, trap or so. Okay. Like a trap or something. Should I be using this? Probably. Like, you know, you just kill something and then they explode or whatever. Man, still have that red armor for a rainy day, I guess. Hopefully I can go back to it at the end of the level. But no, if you have, like... if you're a gate guard and the dead man switch is like when you die, the gate opens. That seems a bit, silly, let's say. There you are. Figured if I shot enough explosives up there that... oh. So what, was he just leaning on this? And I don't even know. Or as he was dying, he just kind of went... bleh. Who knows? Anywho. Whoa! You should call this map the Gremlin Sanctuary. What the hell? With a side of Vors, I guess. Jeez. Why did they have to name these things that? Anywho. There's another one over this side, I think. Yep. Got him. This is a very, I don't know. Almost reminds me more of like something from Doom with the level of just absurd action and stuff. Okay, so just jump into that, I guess. Oh, piss off. Come. What the hell? There's more of you. Well, hey, I might be using that red armor. Anyway. That's kind of a weird secret, but okay. It kind of feels more of like a detriment than any sort of advantage, I guess. Unless you somehow didn't have the super nail gun at this point. Then maybe. Prox gun? Alright, I guess. Hey buddy. How's it going? Oh shoot, I did it again. I kind of forgot what the fucking horn was. At least I didn't completely kill him like last time. Alright. You know, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that was probably, like, at least 90% my fault. Maybe 92. Somewhere along those lines. Ooh. Fancy. Alright, what else do we have over here? Of course. I was kind of hoping that would hit the wall, not gonna lie. What if they just set up, like, guidelines? Like, this is where you have to place these dudes for them to reach, like, maximum dickishness. Probably. Heh. Okay, there we go. Kind of the same with ogres, really, because it's like they can only launch their grenades so far. But it always seems like everyone, you know, I could just rocket jump up there. It'd be really simple. Anyway, but, yeah, because it always seems like in the official levels, and, you know, obviously custom ones nowadays, they're just very adept at placing them so that they could have the maximum effect. I want to save here real quick. Probably not a terrible idea. Oh, get me out of here. Alright, where are the freaking giggling jackasses? Like a bunch of kleptomaniac hyenas. Nope, you are not a kleptomaniac hyena. Nope, see? Perfect spacing. Yes, yeah, if you were... Huh? Okay, anyway. Anyway, if you were unaware and aren't familiar with how those stupid projectiles work, a longtime viewer of the channel, the letter J, ended up going through the Quake C code, and it turns out all they do is just adjust their direction every 2 seconds. I think he said it was 2 seconds. So they just... Oh, you little... douchebags. Well, good thing they got stuck up there, I guess. So yeah, they're one of those mechanics in this game that just, it feels smarter than it actually is. And it's all seems to kind of hinge on just enemy placement, which, hey, whatever. Oh look, this is a, you know, all things considered, this is a, like, most of this expansion has looked pretty phenomenal, given when it was made, and then you get to this hallway. I'm sorry, but this is not good. Oi. Hey everybody, welcome back to Q-Zone. Alright, so... Are any of these different, I wonder? Nope, doesn't seem like it. So we have the silver key. The gold key door is down there. Did I even see the silver door? I don't know. I think I'm going to go back for that red armor, though, just to be on the safe side. Because who the hell knows? I might not be able to backtrack at a certain point. I always try to keep that in mind. Also, if you're wondering about saves, I do have it bound to... Oh, you can just jump over there. Neat. I have it bound to the side buttons on my mouse, just, you know, for convenience. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can make that. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Didn't even have to do anything special, really. Alright, back into the castle we go. Escaping from the catacombs. I don't actually remember seeing a silver door. There's something down here that I maybe... That's where they are. I don't really want to use... Kind of running out of rockets. I started with a kind of an obscene number of them, but that changed pretty quickly. Turns out there's... What the... Okay. I guess they were infighting. Oh. Oh. Just an etching in the wall. I thought it was a crack. Too much arcane dimensions, I guess. Alright, anyway. Yeah, because we got... Oh, it was silver. Oh, that's the gold. Okay. Okay, I get it. Nobody ever said I was smart. Alright. Ogre, I'm gonna need you to... Oh, can somebody... I'm really not sure how to use this thing, if we're being honest. I mean, there was the one time that I hit that dude and it just didn't do anything. Yeah, you just stay in your little drowning pool and I'll let the bodies hit the floor. Anywho, that's actually pretty obvious. Hello. Oh yeah, the empathy shield. Which I did find out, or sorry, empathy shields. This apparently deals 50% of the damage you receive back to the person who dealt it. So it's like, kind of like Thorns, except maybe a little less bad. I mean, it's fine, I guess. It's like you still take the damage, though, so, seems to me like it'd be probably better against, like, hit scanners, deathmatch things, all that good stuff. Maybe a little superfluous. How about take away the empathy shield and... Just with these motherfuckers. Anyway, take away the empathy shield and just give us a longer duration on the wetsuit instead. Okay. Now, we were saving that. I wonder if this guy zaps me. No, he doesn't. Okay. Actually, I'm... Yeah, gonna have to use nails on this one, because... Which, of course, the... Okay. I mean... That's not ominous or anything, but yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with nails. The biggest problem with them is that they kind of... They don't last long enough. What the hell? Sure, I did that. Hey, look! Huh. Alright. Whoa, that is an aggressive number of shamblers. Does this actually hurt them? I wonder. Stop that. Motherfuckers, get in here. Okay, that one didn't... Yeah, it does. Feels good to use their own traps against them. I mean, I'm assuming it's theirs. Who the hell knows? Yeah, see, that was a problem I had with that one level. What the shit are those things? Wow, those do a lot of damage. Anywho, is this the exit? No, it's not. Oh, right, yeah, because I just got the gold key. Okay. Also, I gotta say, I'm not impressed by the amount of ammo they're giving you. Can you imagine if you didn't play this continuously? Well, there's not very many enemies left, thankfully, and then I could just do a quick run through the map and see if there's anything I missed. I am down one secret. Maybe it'll be in here, I don't know. They've actually been... Wow. Rip in peace if you don't have rockets, I guess. I mean, I don't think I've been that wasteful when it comes to ammo. Okay, that was awkward. So I'm guessing this is probably the exit. The coffin is your exit. And, yeah, let's not speak of that. Don't know where that thing's going to be taking me, but it's probably not going to be PG. So, anywho, disturbing. So, I have one more secret. I would like, ideally, to find a lovely little ammo cache, maybe in the 4th secret. That would be lovely. And I'm sure there's probably bits of ammo that are just kind of strewn about, especially since I haven't used nails all that much throughout this experience. Yeah, see, like that. Perfect. That up. Yeah, okay. So maybe you're just supposed to use the shit out of nails in this map. Well, thankfully I do also have that red armor available, so I'm going to be at least reasonably well stocked when I get out of here. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. So one of those reasons I'm glad I do these checks at the end of the map, because sometimes it's kind of tough, because at the beginning of the map you usually don't need as much in the way of resources. Usually. Or like in this case, if you come in with a lot of resources, then you aren't necessarily going to need all of this stuff. Yeah, see, now we're looking alright. Complaint retracted. I do wish I had more cells. I mean, this map seemed like very cell heavy up front, but then again, it does give you a lot of beef to kind of... Oh, I have a feeling I might know what that invuln was supposed to be for. Alright, let me just do a little bit of blatant cheating and let's find out. Oh, maybe not. Nope. Nope. Alright, cool. So, I would have felt really silly if that were the case. Because that invuln seems a bit... like, it seems a bit like a bit of an odd place. I mean, I guess... he had that horribly ineffectual fiend up there. Yeah, I don't know. Anywho, let's go ahead and just do a quick run. The secret is still weird as hell, and I don't understand it. But that's fine, I guess. Good bit of fast travel, I guess. Kinda. I'm just gonna take a quick gander, see if anything jumps out. If not, I'll just move on to the next map. So, yeah. Really, nothing's just jumping out, so... at least not yet. I think the only place to check, though, is down in the sewers. Sewer count something or another. Oh, don't mind me, just drunkenly jumping at the wall. That's still... unless it's like one of these things where you... Oh, nope. No, okay. It was worth a shot. Or worth a grenade. Lol. Did I just go... No, I didn't. Okay. Good. Oh, okay. It's actually kind of clever because unless you did this, that probably opened up at some point down the line, but yeah. I don't know. I like stuff like that. It's like reusing assets from previous rooms, and this just gave me the empathy shield. Weird how that doesn't stay open. Sorry, empathy shields. I don't know why it's pluralized, but here we are. Now, yeah, I do want to grab that red armor. I think I shot that from down below and it didn't really do anything. Yeah, I don't know. There is also that one area down underneath the coffin. I don't know if I want to chip my armor getting to it. Well, you know what? Let's do one of these. I will drop save here. I'm pretty sure that'll still do damage. Ow, my neck. Leg, whatever. Ow, my fragile human body. And we'll just jump over this way. Although we're only losing 4 armor, it's not really terrible. I'm not seeing anything though. Granted, I'm not looking extra closely either, so... Right. Oh, whatever. Load. So, gold door. Oh no. Wait, you know what it could be? Let me just check these trenches real quick, like. I could set water alpha to a... I guess it would be lower value to make it a little bit more clear, but you know what? I mean, this is still more of an advantage than you'd get on the original DOS release, so, yeah. I am using the remaster data, so all this stuff all the maps have definitely been recompiled for, like, water viz and such. Because, well, I don't know. I don't actually know how the original, like, Hypnotic and Rogue releases would have been. Anyway, into the coffin. Missing 1 secret. Not bad. Actually was able to make use of most of them, even that dubious one at the beginning. Still don't get it, but anyway, whatever. Oh, continuity. So this is the crypt, which I guess makes sense. Shrug. That is a pretty cheap lightning effect. Right, so we've got a green armor there. This almost looks like it goes... Oh, it's like a wind tunnel. Not even flagged as a secret. It's just that obvious. Anywho, onward. Well, glad he didn't get me. Oh, fuck you. Ogres have the uncanny ability to just, like, lob grenades perfectly through windows like douchebags. I'm gonna try to build up my rocket supply a little bit more. Just only use those when I really need them. Just for now, at least. What the hell? What the... What? What? Why did that... Whatever. Huh? I'm really confused by everything that's going on right now, if that wasn't obvious. I've got... Oh man, if only I can, like, triple wield these things. I've been picking up so many of them. Okay, Oh, now I can get the jump on this douchebag. Got him. Yeah, that's a smaller box, but I still don't quite need it. 72 kills in this one. Having problems there, buddy? Ah, well. Your loss is my gain. Ah. Not a fan of those things, to be honest. They feel maybe a bit too punishing, but whatevs. I mean, I think I get what I'm supposed to do here. Ooh, treacherous. Huh. Alright, now, how is he doing? Anyway. That is kind of a dick move, and I like it. Whee! Oh. Or, no. No. I think another one of those stupid... Yeah. Wow. Jump on my head, douchebag. But yeah, I mean, when you look at how much damage that thing did, and you consider that I had red armor, that's, kinda nuts, really. Right, so, let's try this again. Oh, that is so janky. Alright. It's fine. Hello. It's unfortunate because they could still do damage to my armor. Is that it? Oh. You know, the invuln's like supposed to be a bonus. Why are you just... excuse me. Spawning in like extra enemies. Extra tanky enemies that just kind of prevent me from using it effectively. I can't jump down. Wow. That was some engine weirdness. I'm gonna grab that blue armor. Why do I keep saying blue armor? I'm not playing Doom. Anyway, I'm gonna grab the green armor from the beginning, and we're gonna go from there. Okay, there we go. Just to get it without taking fall damage. Perfect. Now, let's go through this door and see what hell awaits us. It's cute. God, those things are stupid. They are legitimately stupid. Saw somebody in the comments like complaining about those things, and yeah, I get it. They're really fucking dumb. Especially when they place them like that. I mean, well, they're tiny. They'd be... Also, another thing, too. So, I've got, like, a pretty huge advantage here by playing this on a modern PC. Could you imagine playing this on a DOS system at 320 by 200? It'd be complete bullshit. I mean... They do so much damage. Like, I'm pretty sure they shredded my red armor, so I imagine it's probably a one-hit kill. If you have, if you don't have armor, or if you have, maybe even green armor. Yeah, because I would have had green armor and a decent amount of health going into that before, and that was a one-shot kill. It's just kind of stupid. Especially considering where they're placed. Like, if he's right there and I walk in this room... Granted, it does make a little bit of a noise. I don't know how well that comes through. And they are a little bit stupid. But yeah, close range? I don't really think you can do much to avoid those things. Just kind of unnecessary. Yeah, and it's really easy to just kind of disregard that noise because it's pretty subtle. Hi. Got him. Pretty hard to not hear that noise though. Alright, so we got, what kind of pattern do we have here? 1, 2, 3... It kind of seems to me like they're all just sort of going at different times, so I think this is just going to be a YOLO. No. What am I looking at? Okay, you can't stand between them. This is still just... It feels jank, but... And again, this is like Quake engine traps, so kind of understandable. Oh, thank you. Taker's placement, as always. I mean, kudos to the mappers for just messing with it enough to really nail that. I'm really starting to feel like a major ammo crunch here. And I'm trying to split it up between multiple weapons. I'm just gonna have to use boom more often, I guess. Whoa, why did I slip? Oh, that is angled, okay. There you are. And this is the only weapon I haven't been really using as much. Cool, and then you put me headfirst into something that could steal my weapons. That's, I mean, he didn't, but he could have. The hell? Okay, so they just kind of... I mean, it's kind of a cool environmental effect, right? Just kind of, try to shred corpses. I wonder if that heals them or anything. Doesn't seem like they have much health, so, I don't know if I trust this. I mean... Cool. Okay, I thought there was a third one. I wasn't really paying super close attention. Alright, anyway. I probably needed the Ring of Shadows for something more important, but whatever. We'll just deal with it. As we do. Pretty sure I saw a gold door. Oh, there's a red armor, though. That does look shootable. It is not. Uh-oh, they violated a convention. Alright, so anyway, let's, I would like to get that at the, probably at the end of the map. Gold door, did I see a gold door? Yeah, I did. Oh. I mean, I was actually trying to go for something there, but it didn't exactly work out. It's gonna do the same thing. Sure is. Well, got to jump on you this time, biatch. And we got one more set of cacophkins. Kofkin. Is it actually going to do anything, I wonder? Yeah, that's more like it. What? Oh, come on, game. Where did it go? Did it disappear? Huh? I don't get it. Anyway. Onward to... Oh. Oh. What? How did that okay, that... How do we have a missing texture? Is that just like a error in the remaster or something? Because, I mean, if you weren't aware, texture data in Quake is actually built into the map file, like the actual BSP. Like, that actually caused some interesting license questions back when Quake mapping was first launching. Because you were technically, whenever you would make a map using, I'm guessing that's the exit, using ID's textures, yeah, it was, you were actually shipping like their copyrighted material in with your BSP file. So, yeah, interesting little quandary there. But, yeah, oh, I guess it's probably for co-op. Okay. But yeah, I don't see how you could be missing a texture in a level like this. Right, okay, let's go the other way. I know there's that red armor, which is in what appears to be a secret to us all. You fucking janky-ass piece of shit. Anyway, I'm just gonna check this, and of course, that actually would have been kind of useful against those fiends, I think. Well, I guess, I don't know how much they actually hit me when I was in that room. I'm gonna go with not too much. Right. Gotta say though, this is probably oh my god, those things! I need to save. It's so hard to judge, and the timing feels really random. Anywho, this is probably... I'm trying to think of whether I dislike this one or the mine more. Oh my god, this is such a fucking annoying ass... Okay, thank you. There we go. Alright, so let's just go get this to tag the secret, then we can go out using this. Alright, cool. We did it. It's 2 out of 6. Secrets are actually a bit better hidden on this map. Or, you know, in the case of that invuln, maybe a bit more tricky. Ow, my face. So wait, who takes the empathy damage if it's self-inflicted? I also just can't help but think that... Huh? Was that intended? I mean, it's a bit of a tricky jump, especially if you're on a system that's pushing 10 frames per second. Okay, maybe 15 if you have a Pentium. I'm not seeing any other way to do that. I mean, that kind of feels a bit more of like a modern secret. Forgot about this. Oh, right. Oh, I know why. Yeah, because I ended up stumbling into... Just like that. Perfect. Well, hey, more ammo that I didn't collect. Because they seem to be really kind of tightening things up now when it comes to ammo. Because before, it very much had sort of that bit of a power fantasy vibe. Now it's feeling a bit more restricted. And I don't know if this is just sloppy texture work or if it's actually meaningful. I'm going to probably, because I've seen stuff like that happen in other maps, so I'm going to go with, you know, a bit of an accident. I mean, again, you know, especially for systems of the era, Quake mapping was not the most pleasant experience in the world because, well, compiling the map data took 3 ever. Actually, no, 5 ever. 5 ever. Why would you... Seriously, why would you do that? That's just annoying. Anyway, but yeah, map compilation took just 6 ever, and this wasn't really all that fun. Even if you were just doing like BSP calculations with no lighting, that could be a bit time-consuming. Oh my fucking god! Like, it feels like walking in this map is actively damaging. Almost seems like this is just another tricky jump. Okay, I need to maybe get a little more speed before I do that. Maybe not. Yeah, because that top beam is definitely gonna stop you. Oh! So that is an area that I indeed have not actually been to. Judging from the fact that ogre is still alive. Can you get your fine at? I think I killed him. Yeah, 63 kills out of 72, so that's, And that just extends that, presumably for this. And no other reason? Maybe. Not really sure. Get me up there. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so yeah, I see how this works. So, I think the trigger for this is actually this whole thing. Let's show B boxes. Yep. Okay, I get it. Right, so it just basically brings you above the trigger for it. It pretty much puts you above all that. So let's think spatially. That's suspicious. That's very suspicious. And that's another... That's actually a pretty easy jump from up there. Alright, well... Shoot, what was the... Oh god, I gotta go through this again, don't I? And take that teleporter. This is really, really annoying. Like, okay, I'm not entirely opposed to having, like, annoying little things like this. But if the player gets through it once, give them a teleporter so they can bypass it. Like, that's just... Ugh. It's really bad. That is not the right area. Here we go. I'll just run up to it? Yeah. I heard teleportation noises. Hi, everybody. Okay, there we go. 65 out of 72. Ah, these are the teleportation noises I heard. Just bring a lot of random ogres in. You know, you don't have to teleport new enemies in whenever the player finds a secret, right? Okay. Why is this switch here? Does this go? Yeah, that seems a bit... Well, I mean, I guess if it goes up, it's not ultra superfluous. Whatever, ignore me. You know, realistically, if I did the whole tricky jump thing, I could have actually gotten here sooner. Maybe that's the intent. Because it kind of seems like the mapper in this case is not necessarily opposed to the player doing tricky jumps based on that secret over there. Which I should probably had only gave you 10 rockets for a jump that would have been very difficult to pull off on PCs at the time. But then again, this isn't exactly the first instance of what you could consider developer difficulty in this expansion. And I think the mine level is kind of evidence of that. Just that stupid freaking rock tumbler at the end. I think I'm just going to leave because frankly I don't want to be in this map any longer. I did not particularly enjoy this one. So yeah, we're just gonna go. It had some inventive stuff, but I think just the annoyance factors just more than outweighed that. Not to mention, I wouldn't exactly call this one easy on the eyes. Which, I mean, hey, you know, it's a 90s expansion. I wouldn't exactly rate visual fidelity super high on the list, but... And I don't think this was the original mapper's fault. I just want to make that perfectly clear. But even then, like, the lighting in this exit part is a bit... I would have made this part in here darker, personally. Maybe don't make it fade out, just make it a little more gradual as it goes out there. Pretty much maybe putting more lights, making them weaker. Anyway, let's kind of hop in. Alright, well that was an experience. Like I said, I'm still not sure if which map was more annoying, the mine or this one. I'm going to probably lean towards this one, because you had... The mine was kind of like a general flat curve, more or less, aside from the tumbler at the end. But with this one, you had that room with the spiky things, and that is the epitome of hard to enjoy. Not to mention the spike mines, those are just absurdly overtuned, I think. It kind of feels like again, another instance of developer difficulty where the developers knew where they were, knew to shoot them early, so they could make them punishing. But no, if it's at the point where you wander into a room and then half a second later you're just dead or critically wounded, yeah, that's not great. Especially when you have these massive spike traps that are easy to spot, that do a fraction of the damage. It just doesn't really add up to me. Anywho, yeah, this is Boredom's Keep. I think we're going to go ahead and leave off right here. So that's been a little bit more Scourge of Armagon. And I'm kind of hoping we see more of like early episode 2 and episode 1. And hopefully they don't lean too heavily into the traps, but I guess we'll see. But anyway, that's a question we will answer next week. Next weekend. So, in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.